Number one, as always, keep your message short and sweet. From posts to tweets, from videos to reels, everyone's attention span is dangerously limited, so you must keep it short. Number two, make your subject line catchy and stand out from the rest. How do I do that? Very simple. Imagine how people would normally put a subject line for a job application and just don't follow that style. That's it. One another tip for the subject line is that you can go to YouTube and see how the content creators come up with the video titles that hook your attention. The psychology behind both is the same, right? It's a clickbait and you want them to open it. In case of the subject line, let's say for example, if you're applying for the position of a software developer, instead of putting as application for software developer, which is what most applicants would do, just try something like a seasoned software developer is awaiting your screening. I just made that up, but you get the idea, right? Don't shy away from trying out something different and out of the box. There's no good or bad, but rest assured, anything out of the box will get attention. Number three, establish a connect with your recruiter. First of all, avoid addressing the talent recruiter as sir or madam. Just put hi and then their first name. That should do. Or if you don't know the name of the talent recruiter because you are sending an email to the generic career email address, just address them as Dear Hiring Manager. Now, your email message should quench the reader's thirst for what's in it for me. Meaning, you should never start your email by saying, I want to apply for this job or I want you to review my application. Rather, try to establish a good connection with the talent recruiter with a greeting like pleased to meet you, and then point out something that you have learned about the talent recruiter from LinkedIn or their company. Let's say, for example, the talent recruiter recently published a post in LinkedIn. Say how you felt about it. Or you learned from somewhere that their company launched a new product. Give your 2 cents about it. Now, if you're a person who doesn't believe in building connections that way, that's okay. Your opening line can straight away convey that you decided to drop a personal note because you found your job profile matching closely to this job opening, and give the link to that job opening there as well. So what you're effectively doing here is that you are impressing upon them that you are not mass emailing to multiple companies but have done a good research before messaging to the recruiter, and considering your application would be a win-win for both you and the recruiter. So number 4 in cold messaging, the second paragraph or part of your email should have a killer pitch of why you think you are fit for this job role. Again, this should be 1 or maximum 2 lines max. The shorter, the better. Number 5, the closure part of the email, you should have a clear call to action. What do you want the recruiter to do? You want them to review your application and get back to you with the outcome if it is a yes or a no. So do share your phone number if needed and request them to get back to you with the outcome. Whether they contact you or not is not your problem. You are just placing that ask to them in a very direct and professional manner. So let me quickly show you one of the cold messages that I sent to a talent recruiter when I was searching for a job back in 2020. This is not the perfect one because when I look back at this 5 years down the line, I feel that I would have done a better job, but this would at least be a start for you to refer to it and add your creativity to make a better email. So I just addressed the talent recruiter by her first name, trying to establish a connection by telling pleased to meet you. I understand I must not waste the time of a busy sourcing recruiter. So let me cut to my point right away. Now this opening line would impress upon her that I value her time. Now I am going straight to my ask. I found you via LinkedIn and would request you to help take a look at my application for the role of product manager, and I'm adding the link to that job opening here for her to quickly access it. Now the second paragraph is I shortly explain why I think I'm a fit for the role. I'm talking about my overall IT experience, the relevant domain experience, what I do in my current job. But I'm ending this paragraph by saying, however, when I reach out to a recruitment expert like you, I'm sure you will have the best judgment and have my complete faith in it. The closure part of the email is the call to action as I mentioned. I'm giving my WhatsApp number for any further discussion. And I'm putting a couple of punchlines here to close the message. Like getting heard is the biggest challenge for any job seeker like me. So if you have felt like taking a look at my profile after reading this message, I am happy that my application is in safe hands. I hope this was useful.